Welcome everyone to the Halfling Wizard Productions Twitch channel. I'm your eccentric dungeon master, Dan Sebastian, and tonight we bring you To the Liminal Blink. Before we get started, how about we introduce ourselves, starting with Finn.
Hi, I'm Finn. My pronouns are they, them. I'll be playing Mr. Gentleman, just the littlest guy whose pronouns are he, him.
All right, Crystal.
Crystal,
All right,
you're muted.
Crystal.
Oh no! Did it work? Am I unmuted? Yes.
You're unmuted now, yes.
I'm so sorry. Hi everybody, I'm Crystal. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing as your unfriendly local warlock, the legal department, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Connor.
Hello, I'm Connor. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing as Dee, who is your little foodie and artillerist artificer, and his pronouns are also he, him, and I did not put that on his little name tag.
That's fine, no worries. And Lisa.
Hello, I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf on Discord and TikTok. It's going to be that kind of night, apparently. I play Smoke on the Water, a Tabaxi Ranger, and I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, let's go. And I believe Taryn, he might pop in at some point. We'll see. But other than that, how about we go with a little bit of a recap? Anybody want to recap?
Okay, here's my recap.
Okay.
My notes. Here's what my notes say. Everybody, they say liability waiver. Peppermint tiefling eats fire. Grandfather fuego. Broken wagon lady. Eye transplants. Tactical bell kicks. That's what I got.
Just to add on, if I may, I drew a little doodle of Mr. Gentleman with a bag over his head saying, "I'm in danger."
It's very appropriate.
Yeah.
As for DD and Smoke, you guys want to recap a little bit about?
We went to the fortune teller.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Named Bonnie, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
then I have a whole bunch of stuff here that if I as a player had the spell like decipher scratch, like chicken scratch, I could read my own handwriting. The one that does stand out here says exploding rat. So I feel like that's
yes,
somewhat important. But we got card readings done for both Dee and Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the same fortune teller that we met on the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was, yes.
Cool.
So
Perfect.
she owed you a reading, but Smoke paid for her reading. And yeah, she gave you guys a classic a 3-card pull of a tarot reading, past, present, future. And yeah, I'm sure you guys wrote it, and I know you have it in your chicken scratch.
Yep, I can actually read it now that I've looked at it longer.
Oh, perfect. It's just like one of those paintings where it's abstract at first, and then you're able to figure it out.
Connor had to attune to his own handwriting.
Little sidebar. As a director, there's nothing worse than getting halfway through a note, telling your cast, and then not being able to read the rest of it. So, got to work on that.
My own mother has described my handwriting as that of a drunk 5-year-old, which is accurate.
You know, as if our mother's handwriting is any better sometimes.
I know, I agree, but
I'm just saying.
We all inherit it from some place or another.
Yeah. But I definitely wrote down my 3 cards and what they mean, which I thought was very cool.
Perfect.
They're right here. Do you want me to say what they are, Dan, or do you want me to keep it?
If you want to do a little recap, yeah, sure.
I would love to. Actually, yeah. I have the 3 of Cups. I have a duty to carry out. I don't know how to do it, and it might cost everything. I had the Page of Swords. Someone is watching and looking for you. ... And I wrote ... And I have the High Priestess to access intuition, tune into source. Holy Woman will offer a gift.
Yep, you nailed them. That's exactly what she said. I rewatched that readings just to make sure I got all my notes right too. And I love DD just being like, who was it? Maybe it's so and so. Maybe it's who. Like just going crazy. And then Smoke's readings very stoic, very like she knows what she's talking about. I don't need to.
Yes,
Whatever comes will come.
It is from the old country, but we also define our own fate.
True, very true. And then, as for Mr. Gentleman, what was the recap for Mr. Gentleman?
He's in danger. That's his recap.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need anything more than that picture to let you know.
Yeah, Mr. Gentleman was walking along the street because fair is getting like built up in Figmont, and he's walking along the street and he was cursing his assistant for not setting up their booth in time, and he was approached by the thugs for the for the rental agreement that Mr. Gentleman conveniently decides to ignore. Mollis and Lorenzo, and in trying to be like, oh yeah, I'll pay, it's fine, you guys have a good day, they detained and put a sack over his head, and now I'm in danger.
So yeah, they put a full on like, since you're so tiny as a halfling, they just straight up put a burlap sack over you, closed it up past your feet. Threw it over their shoulder, and that's where we're gonna pick up.
It's a shame that we're not doing this during like December holidays, because then we could absolutely play it off as like a Krampus gift. But
so in the big bustling of, Tapas Festival. No one is Mr. Gentleman. What's in Mr. Gentleman's mind right now as he's just kind of getting banged up a little bit as they're just walking. What's Mr. Gentleman doing?
I feel like they're absolutely just like, sometimes criminals are like, oh, we need to like make this look stealthy. We need to make it look nonchalant. And then these two just hate Mr. Gentleman so much that they're actively like smacking him into like every building that they can, every sign, every like street post. And I think Mr. Gentleman is just in the burlap sack, just like, this is quite undignified. This is I, as a gentleman, deserve a far better, higher brow kidnapping than this. Mr. Clark shall hear about this.
Hey, Mollis, you want to carry him for a little while? He's talking a little bit too much, and Mollis is like, yeah, okay, I'll get. Oops, I dropped him. All right.
You brutes! Who taught you how to kidnap a gentleman? Because you are currently doing a terrible job at it.
Maybe lay off the finger foods a little bit. Maybe we'd be able to carry a little bit better. It's like, hey, Mollis, no fat shaming here. And he's like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. That was a little bit too far. We're almost there. Don't worry about it. And you see as like the light that you can kind of vaguely see through the burlap sack. As you were talking and yelling, people were not giving a second glance because it's so loud around you through the festival. But eventually the light kind of goes out of like, from what you can see through the bag. You then start smelling like, it's like a musky kind of air. You've never like
gentleman's club.
It's more like a woody musk, almost like not 100% like rot, but very much a very different aroma than you're used to smelling. And it's just really dark at this point. It goes on for a good like 15 minutes or so.
Mhm.
And then you hear some like muffled like whispers, and then a door, you hear some latches opening up.
Mm-hmm.
Door opens up, well, what you can hear, and then a couple more minutes, and then you are released out of the bag in this very small room that you can't see dark. Like, do you have dark vision?
I don't know. Do I have dark vision? Do
I
halflings
don't
have
know.
dark
As a
vision?
halfling, I don't think halflings get dark vision.
I feel like they get something that I was very surprised about.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think they do.
I
But
feel like they don't.
all you see is a desk in front of you with a very, very large chair in it. Lorenzo and Mollis, they're on each side of you. And they say, "All right, here he is, boss." And you see as a yellow feathered Aokra turns around in the chair, and kind of grizzly, but like not grizzly, but like you can tell he's very old.
He's after hatch year.
Very after hatch year.
He's after third year even.
Very well past that. He looks over. He's got some like white. You can tell it's. I mean, towards the end part of the year, some like of his feathers are white feathers are coming in, and he looks over and looks down at you with very not intense eyes, but kind of almost like lax eyes, and he's like, "Mr. Gentleman, it's I know we weren't formally introduced when you took in the money for your building, but gotta say, with your reputation precedes you."
Oh, why, I do thank you. And though a gentleman should never jump to conclusions, I have to assume that you are the good Mr. Clock?
Yes, that's what my lenders, not my lenders, how would I say? My, I mean, the people that owe money, they call me. But you can call me Bach.
Mr. Bach? Sir
No,
Bach?
that's my first name. Just
Ah.
Bach.
We're on a lovely first name basis. Then please feel free to call me Mr.
Okay, that's fine. So with the payment that we push forward for your building to be, how's your business going, by the way?
Oh, wonderful. It has never been better, I must say. We have recently had quite a few new staff members join on. They are sure to begin their employment with us quite soon, in fact. We are also holding openings and gathering tuition for our new students.
All right,
in the next semester.
I'm gonna stop you there. I might look like a chicken,
I would never say such a thing
but
to another gentleman.
I am not allowing any chicken shit in my roost.
Sir, I'm surprised at you. I'm truly flabbergasted, speechless even.
Speechless.
Speechless. How could you ever assume or think that I would beguile you in such ways?
As somebody that, listen, we are a very forgiving organization here. We lend money to a lot of different grassroots around the tree. But when there is no growth in pods, do you know what that means?
Well, no growth would denote, in my mind, simple someone who has never once thought about vegetation in such a way, but that
It means
you
there's
would reach the
rot.
peak. Oh,
It
but
means there's rot in the soil.
now here's a question though. If there's no growth, then how does the rot continue? Because even if there is no growth in the greenery, then the rot must still be growing, must still be continuing. And so in a way there is still technically growth and continuation, is there not?
But how do I benefit from something that I let keep going and is rotting to the ground? It's putting me out of green.
I see what you mean. You would like to hire Mr. Gentleman and my associates to clear out this rot for you, to allow for new growth in your organization to occur. I have so many perfect students who would be able to do this. A good mentor, even with a certain. Well, I'm sure I could find one or two who might be able to help in a substitute teaching sort of way, and I, of course, will join along as heralding this grand, fantastic adventure to help your business. This is such a wonderful experience. I cannot wait to create these permission slips. Oh, Bach, you will never regret a thing hiring Mr. Gentleman to do this job for you. And he stands up and he tips his head.
They immediately grab your shoulders and put you down. He's got his hands on his temples and he's just rubbing them at this point. And he just says, I'm gonna give you. I've given you month to month to month to month to month to month to pay me what you owe me. And by the way that you talk, I'm not surprised that your business is empty. You probably talked everybody out of there.
Of course not.
You fill the air with empty promises and these
make good on all
these
of my
seminars.
I give everyone the pizza party that they deserve.
A pizza party.
Yes.
How many times do you throw these pizza parties around?
Oh, well, as I say, as many times as they deserve.
And how much? I mean, week to week. Give me a number.
I mean, who's to say how many days are there even in a week that could not be filled with pizza parties? Truly. Was I supposed to be keeping receipts?
This is okay. This is hard for me because you seem like a nice guy. But honestly, nice guys don't run this world. I do.
Well, I would consider you a nice guy, Bach.
I'm a very nice guy.
Yes, you are, and you run this world, and therefore you are contradicting yourself. I think that you might be a little bit confused, if you allow me to say, and perhaps you might need yourself a pizza party to let loose with, so to speak.
I hate pizza.
We could find a different type of enrichment, I'm sure.
Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna find out. Speaking of pizza, you're gonna find out where these pizza delivering assassins, whatever you want to call them, that are taking out several of my businesses, where they're coming from. And you're gonna plug the hole. Honestly, and this is me being a nice guy here. You're gonna do this for me. You're gonna let me know every single step of the way. And if you don't, I'm just gonna collect on the fire insurance on your building. And that's that.
And when you say collect on the fire insurance, are you making a threat of sorts upon my establishment?
I'm a man that does not. I'm a man that makes promises. Do we understand each other?
I don't, honestly. I do need you to speak a little bit more plainly. I do work with, I don't want to be cruel, but simpletons sometimes, and therefore it takes my brain a few moments to switch back and forth between a higher intellect such as ours.
Okay. You're going to go do this for me. You're going to figure this out. You're going to make sure that I'm able to make more money in other places around this God's forsaken world. And then you're going to make sure that I have enough, I get my money back. Okay? You can pay it throughout this. But this is the time that you either make up or we're going to figure something else out. Okay?
And say we do need to figure something else out. What exactly would that entail? Just so I know my
You don't have to worry
options.
about that. You don't have very many options if we get to that point.
I see.
This is not a branching of you have different choices here. This tree goes straight up.
Ah, so quite like a bamboo stalk.
Exactly like a bamboo stalk.
So, Bok, when you would like my my full report, would you like to know if I start walking out of this place on my right foot or on my left foot? Exactly how many steps it takes for me to get.
I don't need all the details.
Ah.
I just need you to be able to call in whenever you hear anything that happens. Okay?
And you'll leave my establishment where it
stands, yes. We'll put somebody in there for now to kind of make a little bit of money, but
sorry, whom? A substitute teacher?
Yes, we have a who is it? A Cyril Marchand that says that he will be able to run the place quid pro quo.
I do beg your pardon, but I don't recall Cyril.
He says he's
going to allow
still
us to
employed
train
there.
Employed there? I don't have a Cyril on my books.
He says he's the only person that is still employed there.
No, I have a Cypress there. Joshua, perhaps, but no Cyril.
He just looks over at Mollis and Lorenzo, and they're both just shaking their head. And he's like, "Okay, don't worry about any of that."
If I might interrupt for a second, we just got a really nice raid from some people from the Pyro Club.
Oh!
So, yay!
Yay!
Welcome, Pyro Club.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, friends.
Thank you. So yeah, he says you don't have to worry about any of the details. I just need you to focus up and
I
do
will lock in, as the kids say.
perfect. Great. Awesome. Okay. I think we're pretty much done here, right? So we're gonna dump you off kind of right where we found you.
You can allow me to walk. You can call a carriage for me.
No, we're not gonna do any of that. We like to keep the roost very secretive here.
Oh, but I assure you, I can keep secrets.
Yeah, you're not up on the totem pole just yet.
Well, what do I have to do to become part of the totem pole?
You figure out this Branditos nonsense, and we'll see where we go. Okay?
Shake on
And
it.
I'm sure you heard.
Pinky promise.
You know what? I actually was about to get to that. I sure you heard that we take ears from the people that don't pay our debts, things like that. You don't have to worry about any of that.
Well, I'm sure
What
I
do
can
you-
find you a few lovely ears.
All right. We're not gonna need any of that. What do you say at your little studio, little place?
I swear to all the gods in the sky, if you take my pinkies, there will
Lorenzo puts your hand down, chops one of your pinkies off,
Oh!
and they say,
Oh.
"Here you go." They give you they fasten a little porcelain finger attachment onto your hand. He gets Mollis brings over the pinky to Mr. Bach, and he says, "You know, I did you a favor. I usually do ears, but this one's gonna be a little bit more cosmetically pleasing for you." And he puts it in this jar of just a bunch of ears. He puts the pinky in.
MG,
Yeah,
Dan.
that's vile. That is vile and barbaric. In a jar with others?
All right,
Give me a mason jar to myself. I'll
get
be
him out of
coming
here.
back for it.
They put the sack over your
No,
body.
I'm not done. Pinky, I'll be back for you.
You are then after a few minutes, Mollis and Lorenzo, they're not talking at all. They are very quiet a good bit of the time, and finally, after you see both of them, you can kind of hear them start hyperventilating a little bit. They're like, "Oh my god, there's blood. He's like, I know. Please don't freak out. It's okay. It's
So,
part
how
of the
did you
job."
two feel that went?
Honestly, but and Mollis is like, I mean, not the
Top of the
worst.
course?
Not the worst.
Yeah. Alright.
There's been worse.
I assume the worst could be all four pinkies, fingers and toes combined. So, do you lads know anything about the Branditos?
If we did, yeah, nope, nothing. We would have been out of here looking for them too, but no. Aside from some whispers here and there, but
Oh,
apparently
such as where?
the West.
The
They're
West?
out west.
They're out west? Oh. Interesting.
And Finn, you now have a porcelain prosthetic pinky item that's in your journals.
Huzzah, thank you.
Damn.
Mollis, Lorenzo, I know we perhaps don't see quite eye to eye most times, but if you would ever like to join us for a pizza party, you are most welcome. I want you to know that.
Mollis is like, I really appreciate that. Do you guys have vegan options?
What is a vegan?
Okay, yeah, I'll go and I'll have like a salad or something.
Salad?
Lorenzo's like, all right, okay, you need to really focus on your financials. I mean, I know we just went through a whole meeting about that, but really, honestly,
No, I know
you
what a
just-
salad is. I promise I do.
Okay, all right. You just can't be buying a bunch of pizzas every single day.
Says
all we-
who?
Says the budget in your
I
sinking
don't
business.
even know what that is.
Clearly, you don't. but
That's what credit cards are for. You buy things and you don't have to pay it back.
they, they you immediately you feel your feet hit the ground. They take the sack out from on top of you, and they say, "All right, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Hopefully, the next time we see you, it's under better circumstances."
I do hope so as well. You always have a friend in me, or whatever the fuck we can say in this type of circumstance.
We can
now
be friendly.
if you'll-
We don't have to be friends.
Oh, that's wonderful. I do enjoy that. Now, if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I need to go cry over the fact that I got my pinky fucking chopped off.
It's completely fair and valid, but at least it's not your ear. Hats are really weird when you only have one. But
You know, I'm not sure
always-
which I would prefer to be gone more.
valid. All right. Well, we'll see ya. Happy tapas, and then they just walk.
Gentlemen,
Gentlemen. As we leave that, what is legal department doing at this moment?
Ooh, yeah, legal department is on a bench. She's got her documenty satchel out. It's in, it's kind of in like lap desk mode. She's got a little piece of parchment that's like pre-addressed to the manager of Scrybox. And she's feverishly scribbling, "Worst customer service I have ever seen in my life." Just diatribes, just a couple pages. She's got a couple that she's kind of like crumpled up and like thrown aside. And she's every so often sipping her black coffee with, no cold foam, no non-dairy creamer, no ice, no dusting of cinnamon on the side, just a black coffee. And she's sipping it and she's shuddering.
Gauze is just like hovering over. He's like, they apparently they just recycle all the bad reviews into the paper cups.
Does my
Little bit
paper
of it.
cup taste like reviews?
It's got bad energy on it for sure, but
Great.
you can't tell if it's a paper or what. Well, you can tell it's paper cup, but you can't tell if it's. I mean, it just says all recyclable, like all recycled paper.
Legal department is pissed. She's going
This is
through
the worst day ever.
this is the worst day. She's experienced an emotion for the first time, and it's rage. I think what she's gonna do is she's gonna self-soothe in the way that she always does. She's gonna take her stack of refuse. She's gonna glare at her patron, but she's gonna think better of it and not actually say anything. She's gonna tuck them away into the documenty satchel, and she's gonna check her emails.
Tuck what into the documentary?
The reviews that she's been writing.
Okay, all right. All right,
And
we
she's
done?
gonna see if she has any
Yeah.
new messages
We're
from
gonna go to a rage room or something.
a what?
A rage room.
Ooh.
Is
Where
that
you let all
what
your
call
bad
your
feelings
home?
out. What? No. I'm not talking about my childhood home.
Okay.
We don't. I mean, yeah, sure, we've only known each other for a few years, but I don't know you that well. I'm not talking to you about that. That's only between me and my therapist.
You're hot.
Huh?
Your what?
My therapist, the person that I talk about like feelings and stuff to.
I'm not getting any of this.
Honestly, I'm somebody of pure chaos, but even I can see that. I mean, there needs to be a little bit of a reining in on figuring out certain things, and I think a professional clinical person with emphasis on mental health might be able to help you straighten some stuff out.
Sometimes you say absolute gibberish to me, and I don't understand it.
Honestly, that's completely fair. Where are those other guys we were hanging out with? Honestly, I kind of want to see some shit blow up again.
Of course you do.
That little nut guy was funny.
I think there's probably something blowing up at the festival. Should we go look?
All right. That sounds good to me.
Legal takes out earplugs.
I can talk inside of your brain too, right?
Oh, they're not for you. They're for the
Okay.
music.
Oh, that's fair. All right. I'm just gonna check them out while we're walking around, and like all the eyes are just like looking everywhere as you guys are walking through. You see one like little kid with a balloon looking at Gauze as you guys walk by, and all the eyes dart at him, and he runs off. All right, DD, Smoke, where are you guys at right now?
Well, Dee Dee left Bonnie's cart and I think immediately got distracted with looking at this exploding rat in the cage and kind of giving it a little jiggle. And it's just like standing right outside, just like, hello, little friend. What are you like in there? You doing okay?
Bonk me in the head! Bonk me in the head! Kill me!
No, I'm not gonna do that yet. You're probably of great use. You're going to be a
Let's
brave
do it!
soldier.
Let's do it!
No, not yet. We gotta wait until the target of opportunity, okay?
All right,
You're the
all
bravest
right.
soldier in my army.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Now?
No, not yet. I'll tell you. Don't you worry. You will wait
All
for the
right,
signal.
all right.
I know, it's so hard. I'll put him into my pack, and then
Now?
It's not okay. Fine. And then as I put it in the pack, I think the bronzed dwarf skull falls out and starts screaming, and so I'm going to pick it up in a very Yorick-esque situation, and get an idea. And then I'm just going to go over and sit like in the shadow of the in the shadow of this cart, this fortune-telling cart, and I would like to try and shove my cannon into the skull. So that way, when the cannon comes out, it's these little legs with this screaming dwarf skull. So like it would do the thing out of the mouth, and maybe like the different flavors of cannon would then influence like the colors of the empty eye sockets. And that is going to be my life's work until somebody tells me to do something else. And I don't care how long it takes, but that's what I would like to do, please.
The one tough thing about it is, like I described before, it's pure gold. It's a pure gold.
Like even like on the inside and stuff.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, never mind.
As you try to do this, you can tell that there is no like, it's not a whopper or something like that you're cracking. It is like somehow still light.
Yeah.
But it's all skull on the inside.
Beautiful.
It's
okay.
all gold on the inside.
Got it. If that's the case, then I'm going to still use this as a potential success from this failure. And I'm going to begin drafting some other ideas to incorporate into this image that I have, Dee Dee has in his tiny little nutty brain. And we'll be sitting there muttering with his little turret there to provide emotional support, and the skull there as well, drafting and drawing lines in arcane magical tinkering abilities.
The skull
tells me to do something.
Yeah, the skull is not screaming until you look over at it every now and then, and it starts screaming over and over again.
I will remember this.
Smoke, are you where are you?
I'm watching this. And it's like, is this what you do for fun?
I'm
Screaming. Why?
Oh, well, I mean, this is the skull that I got from that one guy whose name we're not supposed to say. The one that honestly, I can't remember the cover story we picked, but that thing that we just did, right? And so if I take this skull and I show it to Smoke and start screaming and go like, I'm trying to find a way to incorporate this into a way to weaponize it, because I feel like my main goal in life is really to just inspire others to complete their duty, almost like a call of this duty moving forward. And I will find a way for others to answer this call and inspire them in the never-ending upcoming war of indeterminate option. That's kind of what I'm picking up from the lady in there. That it might cost me everything.
Please make the screaming stop.
Oh, is that not helpful or calming for you? I find it very Okay, that's fine. I'll turn it around and put it in the bag with the exploding rat and see how they get along. We'll check on them later in the episode, I guess.
Hey, what's going on here? What's this? Can you come in? Oh, you're loud. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Disadvantage on all my stealth checks now.
I'm going to put blindfold on you.
I am
You hear
going
the
to
screaming stop.
I am going to get a drink. Do you want to come?
Oh, a drink. Yes, a drink sounds lovely. That sounds wonderful. Please lead the way, Mr. Smoke.
As you guys are walking, you do legal. You see DD and Smoke kind of almost intersecting with you. And Gauze is like, "Hey, look, it's the little nut guy. Maybe he's gonna burn some people alive again." Bad guys.
I see our highly intelligent friend. We should invite her.
Invite me where?
We are going for a drink. To toast our newfound... I have no words for it.
I think she's trying to say union or something like that. Finish your sentence.
Camaraderie.
Well, we have a walking thesaurus here. I figured she would come up with a word. Newfound group, plan, team, crew.
Association.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Come,
so-
yay,
come on,
yes,
Legal.
no, come.
Sure. Legal's gonna follow them.
Wonderful.
Where would Mr. Gentleman be going right now? What's in Mr. Gentleman's head? Is Mr. Gentleman already drinking?
I've been thinking about this. I think he is on a park bench with like an ice cream cone and a teacup. And he's just like staring out silently at the scene before him, whatever scene that might be. And he's just kicking his little legs off of the little park bench.
What kind of ice cream does Mr. Gentleman like?
I don't know if he likes ice cream. I just think he has one.
He's just watching it melt.
Yeah, I think it's the same hand that got the pinky chopped off. So he's just like holding the ice cream like pinky out, and it's just like dripping all over the porcelain, and he's just like staring at it sadly.
It's an ice
That
cream
is
that
a great image.
whenever they make it, it's like a smiley face, but at this point, the smiley face has all been melted, and
I
like
think
the
it's like
smile's
I think it's like one of those like really tall like vanilla ones that you can get at like Dairy Queen or someplace, but it's like all like extravagant and it has like Pocky sticks and like a pretzel stuck into it and just shit like that. It's just like way too over the top and he's just squandering it.
And I can only imagine that this was not a cheap ice cream.
It was exactly $32.42.
Yeah. And so the smile's gone at this point on the ice cream. It's just all melted and just all just looking like
It had like
looking back at you.
Eyeballs. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the gumdrop eyeballs are kind of just all kind of, they're still like as eyes, but they're all droopy, face is all gone, smiles almost looking like a frown at this point, and you're just watching it as it's just dripping. This park is definitely on the way to I mean, this is like one of the small little open areas as legal. DD and Smoke, are you wanting to take them back to the bar that you usually go in another ward, or do you want to take them to like one of the taverns that they've kind of did a pop-up around here?
I mean, the closest one.
Okay, yeah. So the closest one, it would be through this small little open area. And so you would definitely see Mr. Gentleman just sitting there with the ice cream.
I do not think I have ever seen Mr. Gentleman not speaking. This is worrisome.
Mr. Gentleman, we're here to get a drink. Would you like to come with us, Mr. Gentleman?
A drink? Oh, alas, I could drink many things. Once upon a time. Back when I was whole. But alas, no longer. For I am a broken man.
Mr. Gentleman, is there something I can do to help you? Are you all right? What
Can
happened?
you tell me, Dee Dee, where the branditos are?
No, but we can definitely find out. That's not something I know off the top of my head.
To get vinegar out of a severed pinky and the germs of communion out of a severed pinky as it swims around in what I can only assume to be a pickling, festering jar of others' pinkies that have been squandered in their lifetime.
Yours was the only pinky. It was just ears.
Even worse! The wax!
Mr. Gentleman, did you cut off someone's pinky and put it in a jar? That's a very important message to send to someone.
No, Dee Dee. No, they took my pinky.
What? No, Mr. Gentleman, say it isn't so.
They did, and he just like thrusts out his hand that's holding the ice cream. The ice cream like flops over and falls onto the ground, and it's just his porcelain pinky covered in melted ice cream. And he's like,
Mr. Gentleman,
no!
no!
Look at what they've done to me!
Legal is not paying any attention this whole time. She sees Mr. Gentleman holding out the porcelain pinky and goes, "Oh, is that new?"
It's, despite all the ice cream, super shiny still.
It is.
Who has done this? I will kill them for you.
It was Bok. I thought we were friends because Bok said I could call him by his first name. But friends don't take other friends' pinkies.
Here, Mr. Gentleman, have mine! And I'll take out my bone dagger and slice off my pinky. Does this make you happy? And I'll hold it pinkies out with the other hand. Here!
Well,
Hello.
I am so proud of you for learning the pinkies out. This is far too pinky out for you. Dee Dee.
Mr.
Already you can
Gentleman.
see
I-
another pinky growing back.
I am
hide
not-
my shame.
I am not sure what is happening here, but I prefer to keep all of my appendages.
Perhaps then it should be a fine thing for you to not associate yourself with me, for Buck shall take more than just your pinkies. Buck shall take your ears, and your lives, and your livelihoods. Ah,
Why did he do this? Did he give you reason?
because he does not like pizza.
Legal is scribbling a note in like there's a certain section of her documentary satchel where she's just keeping extra notes that she's scribbling down. Friends don't cut off the friends' pinkies.
No, you probably don't need to write that down. There's probably exceptions. Because Goss looks over.
What am I to do?
I think you need a drink.
Oh.
You are
How
in
could I even
shock.
enjoy a drink if I cannot be pinkies out?
May I tell you something? I have never understood this pinky out thing. I don't. If you fight and you would break fingers. I perhaps you could start a new trend because you are a unique individual. Why be like all the other gentlemen?
I'm not like all the other gentlemen, Lady Smoke. I threw pizza parties.
Okay, I go have drink now.
I think Mr. Gentleman's just gonna follow and keep groaning and moaning.
Totally
Just-
SpongeBob just
it's just-
dragging his arms.
Just be inseparable the whole
In-
way. It's
Instead
not even.
of pinkies out, it could be chin up.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
As we walk, Dee Dee is going to take on like a Secret Service level like protection immediately on Mr. Gentleman in like a constant rotation around, like keeping eyes fully open, shield up, ready to go at a moment's notice, no matter which way danger comes from.
I think also instead of like doing the SpongeBob arms behind, it's just his like little coattails that are excessively dragging.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were just gonna let your like loose toon arms actually drag.
No, I think he's like actively like being a whiny little baby and just like, look what they did to my hands, and like holding them up, but letting like everything else about him sag.
So people are like, "Oh, put that down! It's so bright." It's just
As
the
the porcelain
shine.
like, lids off, yeah. Casts daylight
like-
on all of them.
It's white with like little blue, like flowery, like what you would see on like a porcelain teacup, things like that. With little blue flowers all over it. Yeah, you guys keep on walking. You guys go to one of the bars. All right, so whenever you go, Smoke, you do see a familiar face. It is your friend Romclin. You see he's just drunk off of his ass. He looks over there. He's like, "Oh, Smoke! Hey, how you doing? You going on any jobs
anything like that?
We burned the tavern to the ground, and you know, it was good. It was good.
I love it.
These allow me to introduce my new associates. This is Mr. Gentleman, but he's having an existential crisis of
My
sorts.
life is ruined.
This is the legal department, one of the smartest people I have ever met.
Hello.
This is Dee Dee, who has screaming skulls and carries a rat in a cage.
Yeah,
And
that is some of the
somewhere
things
there's
that
a very big gentleman we call Mr. Cuddlesworth. But I don't, he was eating turkey legs. This is my good friend. What was his name again? I forgot.
My name Romklin. I'm probably not going to remember any of y'all's names either. I'm very drunk right now. But yes, my name's Romklin. That's just what I go by. Especially whenever people are looking for people to hire. But we're kind of celebrating. We're about to go and do a job out west.
Have you heard of any other job openings? We are looking for assignment, perhaps.
The mayor just sent us to go do this one. You could probably check out the job board. But they have us going and taking out like some kind of zombie town or something like that. I don't know. Darian's just been talking all about it at the whatever it is, the little meetings that they do. I honestly miss the Merc days. I mean, yeah, we do our jobs every now and then. But the guy's so chatty. I hate it. I just want to get paid.
Wait.
Huh?
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. It's not something that a gentleman should ever do. But did you say you're heading out west?
We are, yeah, we are.
Do you know anything about a pizza delivery by a Branditos in the west?
Like the gang that drops off things that blow up?
Yes?
I mean, yeah, I know a little bit about that.
Is that who you're after?
No, we're after a big town that, like, these guys rolled in and just made everybody into zombies.
Oh, useless.
I mean, that's kind of a little insensitive. They're working class people. They're all zombies now, but whatever. And he just starts drinking more of the beer. Honestly, if you're gonna be crying so much, you probably don't need to be in a bar. Alcohol's a depressant. You seem pretty depressed already.
Nothing could uplift me in this time.
How about a shot? And he's like, all right, let's get some shots over here.
Well, I would say it's worth a shot.
Take an inspiration for that.
Thank you.
Rockland laughs his ass off. He falls over, spills some beer on himself, and he gets back up, and he's like, I like smelling like alcohol sometimes. It really masks the fear I get later on whenever I'm fighting things.
I was going to say to our health, but may not be appropriate.
Huh? Oh, to our health. Oh.
Our friend has recently lost a finger. Violently.
You make what you do. You mess with somebody that
I
that was
threw
married.
too many pizza parties.
What?
I threw too many pizza parties.
Okay, now that you say it a second time in the exact same tone and in the exact same way, I 100% understand. All right, hey, how's that round coming? He's yelling at the
We
drunken
have
soldier.
another raid.
Hi,
Oh,
babe.
thank you. Hello.
Hi.
He's like, how do you guys like pickle shots? As these pickle shots all go on the table.
Legal is gonna look at the pickle shots like, and she's gonna wave down the bartender and be like, excuse me, do you have a Pinot Noir?
Lady Legal,
Sorry,
please
what?
allow me.
Does he drink hers too?
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, we got draft or we got pickle juice.
Do you have maybe like a ginger ale?
Let's see what we got. He goes back there. He's like, all right, yeah, here you go. And there's like a greenish fuzzy, definitely does not look like alcohol. He's like, yeah, that's the closest thing we got. But it is pickle flavored.
Legal is gonna look at it and just kind of like leave it on the counter.
Okay. He's like, what, you don't like this? I mean, what else are you
No.
gonna expect here at this bar? And then you just see over in a like very fashion signed, it just says the hidden pickle.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Well, I have to set the theme.
It's like, what can I say? I just really like pickle stuff.
I will have whatever is on draft.
All right, and he just gets you an ale. It's very lightly tinged with some pickle taste.
Legal is gonna just nurse the coffee that she was previously so disappointed with that has become her security blanket beverage.
Romclin, so he gets the shots. He's like, so where are you guys heading now? You guys did that job, right? The whatever the shipments, figured that out.
Yes, we were successful.
I heard that was gang related, is that right?
We killed them all.
Wow. Wait, you killed all of the Roscoe and his gang? You killed all those guys?
Yes, including Roscoe.
Wow. That's crazy. I heard that for every day of every year, they would practice dropping out of the ceiling like ninjas. Did they do that?
They did, but they were no match for us.
That's crazy.
I mean, it
Honestly-
looked pretty terrifying, but it really, like, tactically speaking, was kind of a waste of time on their part. But, I mean, I think for a group of lesser adventurers than us, the shock and awe would have been really something. But for us, it was, just Tuesday.
That's fair. That's completely fair. Honestly, I hate anything really organized in that sense of like whenever they do those flash mobs, I feel like that's the exact same thing. but in a tactical way.
Are you trying to suggest that flash mobs can't be tactical? Flash mobs take a lot of skill and coordination to pull off fully.
It's just annoying. That's all I'm saying. You're stuck there. You go to the park for a very simple cheese picnic,
And then next thing you know, everybody's dancing to a bunch of recorders and drums.
Oh, well, see, once you bring out the recorders, yes, then that just brings the whole vibe down.
Dee Dee gets the far, like, 1,000-yard stare going on of like, don't even get me started on the recorders. The recorders.
It's exactly. So to totally understand a bunch of random kind of ninja orcs dropping out of the ceiling, I would just be enraged at that point because I would just be thinking it's a flash mob about to happen.
Did you know they were all brothers?
So I heard, yeah, they were all like off of this matriarch or something like that. I don't know. She used to run stuff back in the Sensaw days. But yeah, no, I mean, I've never been up there. I never go up north. You know, we usually go east or west for our jobs, things like that, for the merc work. But yeah, I never went up that way. I heard the bar is fun though. Like they have sometimes they have like trivia nights, open mics, things like that.
Well, I hate to tell you, but we kind of destroyed the bar too.
That's fine. I mean, it wasn't on my like to-do list or anything like that. And then he like crosses off of crosses it off of his calendar. And he's like, well, have you guys got to enjoy tapas? You guys gone to play any of the games or anything like that?
No, we just arrived shortly ago. What do you recommend, friend?
Well, they got fun, different little contests that they got going on. They got the whole fire eater little event. That's fun too. And then they got little gambling contests, things like that. It's really kind of just up to. There's an eating contest somewhere too. It's just
I
all
would
kinds of
imagine
different
that
things.
is where Mr. Cuddlesworth has gone.
We cut to Cuddlesworth after he finished his horse and goat leg. He is at an eating contest. He's just going back to back on eating contests, and they're like, "Did you see this guy paying?" And somebody else like, "Are you gonna ask a bear if he paid to eat all this food?" And he's, "Okay, you're right. You know what? Let's just keep it going." And he's just continuously eating at these contests. And now we come back to the bar.
And he's just like, wow, this all-you-can-eat buffet is really great.
Exactly. But Rom Clan is like, I mean, yeah, if you want to walk around, I think Darian's at I think he's at the wrestling competition. So I don't really want to go by there. I don't want to go out cross him until we're heading out. So I'm just trying to enjoy myself. But really up to you guys. If you guys want to hang out, I'm down. He drinks the next mug. He's like, I'm probably not going to remember any of it tomorrow anyway.
Yeah. Well, whether you remember or not, be safe on your job.
Hey, Smoke, you too. So what do you guys want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
That's fair. Yeah,
I think Smoke has a secret appreciation for karaoke.
Sure, yeah, we can go to karaoke or
They also, I think they're about to start a drinking contest here. They kind of,
Friends, what is your pleasure?
What is karaoke?
so it's a competition in itself to see if you can sing the worst. And there's no judges. Well, aside from everybody watching. But you really want, honestly, you're your own judge in a way, and you're just really just trying to have fun, but you're trying to sing very loudly.
This sounds like if a special hell was made in a lab just for me.
That sounds
Like a
perfect.
show. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We can find a very sorrowful ballad to help Mr. Gentleman get this out of system.
I can't even think of anything funny to say. That's how distraught I am about losing my pinky.
All right. So you guys start walking. And yeah, there's another bar. It's called the Wailing Sirens. And that is where there's a tavern karaoke. And so people are all singing just all random different things like let's see, Red Dragon Wine, I Love Rockin' Stone, all these different kinds of songs. Romklin is like, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna sing the cheese song. What do you guys, any requests? What are you guys putting in?
What is the cheese song exactly?
So it's this song. It's mostly just a long instrumental. And then right in the middle of it, it has one word in there, and I just say cheese, and then it keeps on going afterwards.
Hilarious. Oh, the peak of comedy.
Honestly, yeah, it's pretty fun. I like the song too, so I mean, it's a double whammy. But yeah, you just go up there and dance for a good 2.5 minutes. It helps sober me up. It helps me rally a little bit.
A second wind for the drinking competition, perhaps.
Oh no, I give the second win whenever I eat the cheese.
Vulgar humor. My pinky would have loved it.
Is that like is that a relative or something? Is that a nickname? Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, no, the pinky. Right. You know, that's the thing's really shiny still, and it's like dark. How's that happening?
I don't know. I'm sure it must be a magical property, but I cannot even begin to think to attune to it.
That's completely fair. All right, who wants to go up there?
Lady Legal, are you interested in partaking in hell?
Legal has already turned around and gone and found the cornerist spot of the cornerist of corners, and she's going to take out one of the books that she found a while back, and she's going to start reading.
Okay, one of the books. Let me see.
Yes.
So you continue to read. You wrote them down, right?
I will sign up.
Okay. As Smoke signs up, you continue reading about the mimics. The mimics.
Yeah.
Anything can be
That's
a mimic. But you could hear the like of course you get to this point and it's like even keys can be mimics. If you just blow at a mimic at a certain way, it will almost kind of shake like a giggle. And that's how you can tell that some keys are mimics without grabbing them. But then starts going into a little bit more detail too, and you almost feel like after you read it another kind of short rest or things like that. After a certain time, you'd be able to get like advantage or something on being able to tell what's a mimic. At this point, they call up Smoke to go sing. So I'm gonna need Smoke. What does Smoke pick? Does Smoke pick a song that she's heard at taverns, things like that?
She's going to sing "Born to Be Wild."
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I'm
I'm
we're gonna
assuming
need
you want performance to see how bad this is,
performance. 100%.
because I have nothing in performance,
Hey, that's karaoke, baby.
and that was a 19.
Oh, there we go. So you've heard this song several times before. You picked it just because you whenever you are like in the mode of like fighting certain things, whether it be merc work, things like that, you are like thinking this in your head as you've got a shadow smoke on the water has like a internal soundtrack going as she's killing people. You sing it, people are cheering.
And I'm working the audience. You know?
They have it. They have like a mini like little scry, like a little looking glass that will have the lyrics going up, but you just walk away from it, and you're working the tavern as it's going on. As you finish up, everybody's cheering. People are laughing, not laughing and like against, but they're loving that. It's almost like hearing it live from like, and some of them actually think they're like, are you on like tour or something? Like, do you actually sing? It's like, that was real good. You're a good singer. Ron Clinton is he's drinking. He's like, I know that cat.
And then I will go have another ale.
Yeah, it's already paid for whenever you get up there. Somebody's like, oh yeah, a couple people paid forward, got you a couple drinks because of that singing. Let's see.
It is secret passion.
Lady Smoke, that was so good. You did so good up there.
You see somebody's like, hey, Porter, can you clean up that table? And you see this guy just shambling over, and he's like, all right, and he just like is very stiffly cleaning the tables. As he comes up to legal department's table, and he's like, can you lift your book for a second?
Legal lifts the book without even making eye contact.
Thank you. And you're just like cleaning up the table. Mr. Gentleman DD, what are you guys doing at this point?
I think seeing how well Mr. Gentleman responded to Smoke's fantastic performance, Dee Dee is also going to get up to sing. And hang on one second. Let me go back to the previous search I did. Yeah, okay. I had an idea that was a strong character choice. So I think Dee Dee goes up and like goes to input his song and says what song it is, and then goes, oh wait, like looks out at the audience at the sad Mr. Gentleman and goes, wait. No, I know that I have a better one, and then tells them a new song. And so Dee Dee's gonna sing "Put the Finger on You" by AC/DC.
Oh my god!
Because I think he would think that that's a good idea.
You absolute monster.
Does Dee Dee know this song very well?
Not at all. Never heard of
Right.
it before. Probably goes up and does what I just did and goes, "I need a song about a finger," and then looks through a list and goes, "That one'll do."
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Because that should cheer up Mr. Gentleman, and so I shall sing.
This is the only kind of bullshit that like a sibling would do.
Not
I'm
even
sorry.
sorry.
Okay, so go ahead and roll performance with disadvantage.
Oh, good. Disadvantage, you say? Oh, fantastic.
Disadvantage.
I would like to go on record now and point out that I have a -1 to all of my performance.
Let's see.
How did we do? Oh, good. Oh, good. That'll be an unnatural 1, a dirty 1, if you will.
Zero!
No. I rolled a 2,
Oh god!
but it is now an unnatural 1.
You're
That is
talking over
awesome.
you're talking over the intro of the song, and you're like, "Is this thing on?" Is it-"
I'm not sure if this is how this works, but this song, this one goes out to my mentor, my leader, the general in my army. You there, Mr. Gentleman, pointing with a finger. You there, Mr. Gentleman, who's always taught me that I gotta put the finger on me, and by the finger I mean the pinky out. And I'll hold the microphone with the pinky out, and then without singing, just dip straight into reading the lyrics
Oh god.
arrhythmically off of the screen.
The lettering, it's already going down, and you're starting at the beginning. And yeah, you're singing. And people are like, "What's going on?" Right, Ron Clint is like, "That little nut guy's gonna have us all go crazy."
Hey, shut the fuck up! I'm singing over here, and then back right into it,
Pick
still
the
completely off.
extended version.
Is there any other kind?
This one's 6 minutes.
They're my 6 minutes for Mr. Gentleman right there, my hero. Let's all give it up.
You
Put
hear
our
a little
pinkies
rat
out.
say,
This is worse than death.
Mr. Jones is drinking heavily.
I think that's when Dee Dee snaps into it really and goes like, "You know nothing of death. You know nothing of waking up in the field of your fallen brethren. You don't know who you are or where you've been."
Let's somebody unplugs the looking glass. He's like, all right, let's get this guy home or something. Like,
I can't. I've had too much, and Dee Dee has had exactly 2 glasses of water this entire time. Goes back
You're
to
cut off of the water.
Me
You're only getting
overstimulated at the
alcohol.
party.
I think that went quite well, Mr. Gentleman. What do you think?
Get out of the way, Ginny. I'll show you how it's really done.
Oh shit.
Mr. Gentleman's gonna go up, and Mr. Gentleman's gonna sing "Good Luck, Babe" by Chapel Roan.
Okay. Let's see that performance.
You want to see that performance roll?
Mm-hmm.
Is it at disadvantage or regular?
Does Mr. Gentleman know the song?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's regular.
Does a 19 get me there?
19 gets you there. Very much swing. Mr. Gentleman hits all the notes. Does it well. Some people are brought to tears.
Mr. Gentleman finds somebody in the crowd who's wearing a pink cowboy hat and takes it for the performance.
Yeah, it's this, yeah, somebody's all full pink garb. They're like, my cowboy hat. I'm supposed to go to the...
Mr. Gentleman with the microphone in hand, putting the hat on its head, and then just drags his index finger down that person's lips and goes, "It's fine. It's cool." And then just starts singing.
He's like, wow, that was beautiful. I'm about to go to this glittery glittery rodeo, but you know what? You could keep the hat.
I'm making a note to bedazzle clittering rodeo onto the pink hat.
But yeah, you
Yeah.
sing
glorious.
"Good Luck, Babe,"
Mm-hmm.
and people are cheering on. Several of they're in like almost, they're like rolling. They're like rolling, like cauldrons almost of water, and there's some sirens. They're like, "Oh yeah, real good stuff."
Thank you. I wanted to dedicate it to my lost love. My
Who's
pinky.
that?
My pinky.
Oh,
Old lefty.
that's a little bit. Oh, okay. What did you lose it from?
Today.
That's tough. Let's buy you a drink.
Yes, please.
Okay, and then they buy you another round.
Hell yeah.
Of, the heavy hitter drinks.
Hell yeah. Fucking just straight up pickle juice.
No, this is at a different place.
Oh shit. This is real alcohol.
This is real alcohol.
Oh no.
Yeah, you guys have been at this weird at this place for good. This is the Wailing Sirens karaoke and tavern.
You forgot we changed bars. This is too
That's-
realistic.
Yeah.
This is too realistic.
Yeah.
You see this guy, and he sits right next to DD, and he's wearing like a top hat and real heavy like trench coat, and he's kind of looks over and he's like, "Hey, that singing that you did up there, where did you learn that?"
Where'd I learn to read? I mean, I don't know. I actually, now that you say that, I actually don't know where I learned how to read or speak. I just kind of popped up out of the ground that way.
Me too. That's how they get you. That's how they get you, by you reading into their stuff, and
Right.
you lose the narrative.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Do you believe that there's a great terror coming soon?
He brings up his top hat and he puts it. He's like, "That's what I've been trying to tell people for the last 20 years.
Yeah, but they never
And-
want to listen, do they?
But they never listen."
Dan,
No.
is this top hat made out of aluminum foil?
You don't see it when he lifts up. Make a perception check.
How shiny is it on the inside?
Does a nat 20 get me?
100%. You look
Get it.
right when he lifts it up. The whole inside of this top hat is lined with the aluminum foil.
Mr. Gentleman from the bar. That's weird.
he gets down and he's like, they say, that there's a cloud guy running this whole thing. Like, I don't think so. I think underneath this whole city, there's lizard people.
Lizard
Running
people,
all
right? You know what?
Lizard people.
Dude, my man, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but one, I've met the cloud guy who runs this place, and two, I guarantee you there's lizard people. If you look over there, there's a lizard folk down at the other end of the bar.
Normal, like very like business attired lizard folk guy is just drinking. And he's like, yeah, this is good. can I get another IPA? And then like he's like, no, not that kind of. I'm talking about these are treacherous people. They cut people. I mean, they will end us. They were the ones that was running the censors. They were the ones that run all the different organizations, the governments. They know the end's coming. They're just okay with it because it profits them.
Because they have something to gain from it. Yeah,
exactly. 100%.
Right. Yeah. Because what I'm hearing here is our reliance on financial income is actually the true evil that we all here have to experience. We should be preparing ourselves for the coming apocalypse and not focusing on these tiny, metal coins clinking in our pockets.
They're gonna bring this whole fucking tree down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how, but they know.
Oh. I mean, I know how I do it.
Well, no, I mean the tree's the good part of this whole thing.
Oh. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
right, but I mean, I'm saying they are gonna bring it down.
Oh,
and they're gonna build on the carcasses of everything.
Right. Yeah. No. Exactly. Yeah. No. I completely understand. I'm with you now. I understand. Right.
They're gonna let the calamity come.
Right. Yes. The calamity. That's that. Yeah. That thing about. Right. Yeah. Wait. Have you seen? What does your calamity look like?
He looks at like you right in the eyes, and he says, "The bark of the tree breaking apart, landing on towns. The smoke, the spores, they hover, and then you hear all the screeching. I've never heard of it. I've never heard that noise before.
I have.
And then ducks come out.
Oh yeah,
the ducks. They're half ducks, half lizards. They're a hybrid. They're cold-blooded and hot-blooded.
Right. Yeah. No, that totally. Yeah. I'm gonna kind of reach behind me and pull out my orb and kind of like, excuse me 1 second, I have to take this, and go, is this guy fucking nuts? And shake the orb, and then it'll just glow green. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Anyway, as you were saying.
But yeah, they I mean, are you part of any organizations or anything? Are you a cop?
A cop? Like... No, because I would have to
tell me.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I know the law. No, absolutely not. I'm not a cop. No, I am a part of an organization. Actually, we're a team of heroes, and we do heroic acts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You do the laundry list for the cloud guy.
I mean, we did a job for the cloud guy. We did kind of do it our way, though, and I would tell you details, but I guarantee you the statute of limitations has not run out on any of the things that we may or may not have done.
So you're trying to seed yourself. You're trying to go deep undercover.
I cannot confirm or deny that, Senator. That sounds like so. Great way.
He would say, "All right, I understand nothing."
Right. Clearly. Sure. Half lizard, half duck. Anyway, yeah. Actually, I kind of want to ask you something. Where did you first hear about this calamity coming forth?
I heard. Well, we have a little kind of a group going on. We meet every twice a week, really. I go to both of the meetings.
Wow.
And we kind of, everybody tells like their little stories and things like that. Mm-hmm. But I know it's gonna happen soon. I just know it.
Right.
I have the dreams all the time.
Yeah, the dreams. That's Listen, I'm not gonna ask your name. I am gonna call you Mr. Top Hat, though. And you could call me Mr. Nut. Yeah. So, Mr. Top Hat, and I'm Mr. Nut, and I'm kind of interested in maybe meeting with some of these meetings. I think I might
Alright.
have something to share.
If you ever want to figure out how deep things go,
Yeah.
and we'll let you know what's going on. But we call ourselves the Crimson Covenant.
The Crimson Covenant, huh?
Yeah, and then he gives you like a little card that only it has just coordinates on there and like a red eye.
That is so obnoxiously good, Dan. I love it. Okay, let me enter this piece of evidence into my evidence log real quick.
It's like we change these cards every week
Right.
because we can't meet in the same place every time.
Yeah. So
That's how they know.
That's exactly how they know. That's how they silence the cells. I'm well versed in this tactic.
This is good for this upcoming week.
Upcoming week. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Top Hat. I look forward to seeing you at one of these two meetings. Maybe both. We'll see how the timing works out. I might be getting a job here pretty soon. But I just want you to know. I put my mycelium hand on his shoulder and get like crazy eyes into his crazy eyes. Like we're like this far apart. Be all like,
Are we about to kiss?
we'll get there. I just met you. Please calm down, okay? Why'd you make it weird? I was gonna have a really intense, in-depth moment with you to tell you that I've seen the things that you have seen. I know.
I'm at a bar. Okay, so.
Be like, and this is what will guide me to the future. And I hold out the orb and I shake it and it glows red and then goes back down. Be like, but no one can know my secret. No one can know that I have a secret that I have not shared in front of everyone before. Okay?
I've never met you in my life.
Yeah, neither have I. I give a little kiss on the forehead and then I go back to my alcohol.
He gives you a kiss back on the forehead and he puts the top hat down past his hand and he just walks out of the bar. And at that point,
Didi, as the last thing, Didi takes out his little adventure notebook and writes down whatever today's date is. Go, made new friend.
the waiter comes by and he says, that guy said you would pay for his drinks.
I've never met that man before in my life, and I refuse to buy part of this capitalistic currency. How much is it though?
It was like 2 gold.
2 gold? That's fucking holy shit. Alright, here's your 2 gold. You can have 3 actually, because you seem pretty chill. Are you one of those indentured servitude type people?
Yeah. I'm a zombie.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell. That's okay. I'm gonna call you Chris, and I give him 2 gold.
My name's Greg.
Oh, Greg. Sorry, Greg. I don't actually really. Okay, that's great. Greg, here you go. Here's 2 gold for you, and then 2 gold for the drinks and 1 gold for you. All right.
Appreciate it. He just shuffles.
Okay, you let me know if you have any plot-related information later. I'm just going to be sitting here detailing everything that I just learned from my new best friend. I mean, yeah, best friend. That's it.
I just work here, man.
Yeah.
I'm just part. It's like he's like, as he shuffles through, I gotta get out of the service industry.
I'm gonna remember Greg forever now.
Greg the zombie. Okay, let's see. What else are y'all up to? Is Mr. Gentleman just still just drinking and drinking and drinking? How long does this go? Because Romclan Smoke, he's just drinking as much as you're matching him. So would Smoke be continuously drinking as well? Oh, you're muted, Lisa.
Sorry. Probably 1 to every 3 of his.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah. He is just going at it. He definitely every now and then he lets it slip as he talks about like his upcoming little trip. He'll bring it up. He's like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know how I really qualified for this team or whatever. I mean, this guy, it looks like he fights like liches or something. I saw him one time. He didn't even sleep. He didn't even sleep for the long rest. He just did push-ups. He did push-ups for 8 hours. He didn't stop. I just don't get the guy. He's just literally a mass of muscles. I once saw he had a 12-pack. I didn't even realize that humans had like that many abdominal muscles in their skin, but I mean, apparently he did. I don't get it. He's like, but I mean,
Rom,
another round.
Rom, you just be you. Do not worry about. You
No,
be you. Take care of you.
No, I 100% understand. But the thing is, like, I'm clumped up with this guy, and now I'm in more dangerous situations because of this guy, and I don't know how I qualified for this because the mayor just like he said, "Oh, they need new people. All of them died in the last. How screwed up is it to let the new party member know? Oh, you're replacing a bunch of guys in here." So there was only one survivor, just this big golden hunk god, whatever. That's crazy, right? I'm the only one that's going crazy, right?
Maybe you should find a new line of work.
I mean, I can't. I've already put my whole. I signed the contract. I don't understand why people all run by these documents.
I can help you with this. Come with me.
Okay.
And we're going over to the cornerish table. This gentleman needs to get out of a contract. Can you help?
Legal is gonna Legal was just like adding some tabs to the mimic finding book because she likes to keep tabs. She's gonna like peer over her reading glasses and she's gonna close the book and go, what is it exactly? What?
This is my friend. He is employed much as we are, but he signed a contract that his life is in danger now, and he needs out of this contract. And I thought, who could help? The most intelligent person I know. This is the legal department. If anyone can help you, she can.
I love a contract. Can I see it?
Right, yeah. He goes, shuffles through some of his bag, and he's like, here you go. And it's this very long, not very long contract, but several pages with a little cloudy notarized stamp on the last page.
Ooh, is that the mayor's personal notary stamp?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Fancy. Do I find any loopholes in it?
You start looking through. No. Very make a investigation check. With advantage, because two 21s. Okay. So you see
double blackjack, baby.
You see that literally there is a small loophole, but it requires that the person dies in the middle of a mission. If they die in the middle of the mission and they're able to be brought back to life, then they're able to say that they are still in the middle of that mission, even if the mission's over, and like they're in like a perpetual like limbo of sorts in terms of not having to do any more jobs and things like that. But they still get like benefits and things like that.
Legal is gonna oh, interesting. And she's gonna take off her glasses, and she's gonna say, have you ever thought about dying for tax reasons?
I mean,
it might be fun. Nobody knows.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if I don't have to pay for my stuff again or anything like that, if I don't have to go on any more of these missions, yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll do whatever.
All right, it's very simple. You just have to die in the middle of a mission, and then maybe somebody will bring you back. You've got to line that up. That's just a detail you've got to figure out. But yes, it looks like here you see, and she takes out a highlighter and she, if the party is in the midst, okay, yeah, you've got to die. You've got to die while you're doing a job, and then if somebody revives you or something, then you'll be all right.
Okay. I mean, we do have a cleric on the team, but I don't know. I don't know if she's gonna be in on okay with this. I have maybe I can see if my cousin still does that kind of stuff. Okay. I mean, this is a lot to. I can figure something out. I've only got, and he like looks at like his little. He's got a tiny little, almost like a little scry glass on his wrist, and it says like time until we head out, and he's like, I only got like 6 hours or so. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right, I gotta go. Thank you. And he like stuffs the paper in his bag. He's like, all right, Smoke, I'll see you after later, okay? Go, Smoke. Oh, sorry, Lisa, you're muted again.
Yes, be safe.
And you too. And if you ever see a big moon of cheese, you let me know, okay?
Yes, my friend.
All right. It's good meeting you. Thank you again for your help. And he grabs his stuff and he walks out. At this point, the bar is getting pretty heavy with a lot of people coming in. It's like getting later in the night. This bar is going to be open pretty much all the way until dawn. What are y'all going to be doing? Are you guys going to just keep on drinking? Or are you
Dee Dee's gonna have, I think, a grand total of a beer, since he's been cut off from having water, and then take up an on guard position around Mr. Gentleman again, to follow Mr. Gentleman around for pretty much the rest of forever.
Okay. Would you guys say that you guys pretty much? Oh, were you gonna say something, Finn?
I was gonna say that I think Mr. Gentleman gets white girl wasted and decides to contract everybody around him as his new therapist, and then at some point decides to just like go on a Hobbit adventure and just leaves the bar.
With GD following suit?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. No, that's
Okay.
definitely like holding hair back and like hands on shoulders of like, it's all right, Mr. Gentleman. We'll accomplish this Hobbit quest for you. I'm here to help you, Mr. Gentleman.
Legal is very excited to have seen an opportunity to leave the crowded bar
Perfect. And Smoke?
Smoke is staying.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Smoke. All right. So you keep on drinking, hanging out at this bar. Everyone else kind of goes off into the night on their Hobbit adventure. I'm going to kind of cut to a point where it is. So at some point, Smoke goes to sleep. You don't know when,
Yeah.
but you do. You see a dark, almost like a forest, just kind of everywhere around you. You look at your paws and things like that. You're not like raggedy, not raggedy, but like your paws are very much like almost like panther paws. You look in like a lake and you see you're just all full panther in like the reflection. You kind of continue on through this forest and you see on like almost like a stone kind of temple in this clearing, you see it go all the way up, and the sky is something that you've never seen before. Usually in the blink, the sky is very much like a reflection of like the limbs of the tree. The tree goes all the way up until where you can't see it anymore, and it branches out, all the leaves kind of changing color depending on the type of day, and there's almost like what we would know as people as like stars, but like it looks very different. They change colors, things like that. But what you see when you look up is not like the normal sky. It is like purpley, wispy, almost like wind of sorts. And you do see that, like, you look up and you see like the forest kind of curves up, and there's a forest like above you everywhere and on every direction. But I mean, it's beyond what you could ever even fathom of reaching. You see at the top of this temple is like a figure all the way at the very top. What do you do?
I will approach the temple.
Okay.
This
You
is my destiny. Yes. You know?
as you walk up this temple, you see when you get to the very top, it's a very massive like throne kind of there, and you see like a gray cat with black stripes on it, just hanging out on this throne, and it looks at you with its like reddish yellow kind of eyes, and it just kind of stares at you for a second.
Is this like godlike?
In your kind of like capacity of like knowing, because there's no real like, as far as you know, people live there. There are certain temples to certain things, but they're really like worship like feelings. Certain, like, there's people like there's a church of like rage, or like a church of like passion, things like that. They like, there's not like a single like being of any kind
Okay.
that you've heard of. But you do see, I mean, there's this cat just kind of just sitting here, and he's looking at you, and you realize as you get closer that he is looking at you, but he's like looking at you mid. He was cleaning himself, and he's like, "Are you going to start talking, or am I going to talk? Like, what's going on here? Like,
I am Smoke. Well met.
oh, smoke. Okay. He kind of properly kind of pops himself up, and he's like, you can refer to me as I don't know, what do you got any ideas?
Does he ask me that?
Yeah, he does. He's like, what do you want to call me?
Do you not have?
What do I look like to you?
Do you not have a name?
I mean, I've had many names, but I mean, I'm not going to be referring to myself in third person, so I figure why not let you
And I will
shot in the dark.
slowly walk around him. Any distinguishing features?
He has like a small bite out of his left ear. But as you kind of start walking around, you notice that he doesn't have just one tail. He has like several tails. He has like 3 tails. And a couple of like, you don't see them like him using them, but you can tell like he might also have a couple extra legs too.
I would call you very handsome.
Handsome. Very handsome. Could just live.
Handsome Jack.
Handsome Jack. Okay, I mean, we can workshop that a little bit, but it sounds good. It sounds good to me. All right, I'm Handsome Jack. So you're a big panthery figure. What you doing here?
I'm not sure if I am awake or dreaming.
Could be both.
I
Could
see
be
you,
neither.
and I felt compelled to approach.
Fair. And he like you see him jump off the chair at this point, or the throne at this point, and whenever he hits the like ground, you don't like, your eyes are on him, but you can kind of feel like the trees, like you've seen the like wisp around in the sky, but this is when like you kind of feel like the trees kind of give a little bit as he lands on the ground. And he says, I've felt like I've been dreaming for a good while, but sometimes I don't remember the last time I've had visitors.
Are you trapped here? Do you require assistance?
I honestly don't know. I don't know where I am. And he like looks up and he says, I feel like I'm in a cage. So, yes? Can you help me?
Come with me. Maybe we can find our way back to where we were before.
Okay.
And if we cannot, at least we will have companionship. Yes?
Companionship is good.
Yes.
That seems fair. I'll follow you. What do I call you?
I am Smoke on the water.
Smoke on the water. Okay. After you.
And I'll just start walking back to where I started and then onward,
So-
hoping.
So as you guys start walking, he starts asking you, so why help me, Smoke? Why you don't know anything about me? Aside, I don't even know my name.
I have found that sometimes we all need a little help. And it cost me nothing to help. But
Aren't
it
you
may
afraid?
give you everything. Yes?
True. One thoughtless act could mean everything to someone else.
Yes.
But aren't you ever afraid that, say, you let someone go, or do something? What if the person that you help is someone that's done evil things?
Perhaps we have all done evil things and need a second chance.
That's fair.
And perhaps one small act of kindness would make someone rethink choices. I help you, you help someone else, and then the world is a better place.
A transaction.
Yeah.
What thing? So in order for
I cannot control how everyone else lives their life. I can only control how I live my life. And I
This is
would
fair.
rather choose to help than not.
This is acceptable. But what if, I guess that's kind of the rub of it all, is what if you help somebody and they bring nothing but badness. Not badness. Terrible things follow suit. Are you to be associated with them?
Are you
Yeah.
trying to tell me you are not worth it? Because I believe everyone has some worth. If you were to do horrible crimes, I would have to rectify that.
A penance of sorts. Or you would rectify me. Is that what you're saying?
I want to believe you are good. So let us go.
Okay.
If you are not, then no shame to me for trying, but shame to you for wasting what might be a great opportunity to lead good life.
Okay. And he's, as you guys are walking and as you're talking, he's every now and then he'll be like on the right of you. The trees will go by. You will break line of sight. He's no longer there, but he's still talking to you. And then he's like right on your left. He's like constantly moving around, even though he's keeping the same pace, like just looking
Mhm.
at you. He's just darting around, just trying to like read you as well as you're moving forward, trying to figure out where you guys are going. You get to that pond, that lake, and he says, and what when you help enough people? Is there ever a goal for you?
I have not thought that far ahead. Life is so fragile. I find you can, by looking too far ahead, you miss what is right here and now, and you forget to appreciate what you have for thinking about what you might have or what you want. But here is what matters now.
What if someone were here now, then, and what could be are all jumbled together like a big yawn ball? What do you do with that?
I do not understand. Say it different way. This is not my first language. Yeah?
He looks at you and he says, you never played with a yawn ball before.
Yes, as kitten.
And whenever you played with it, did you ever feel like it was in knots in some places?
Yes.
Those knots are where one part of the string and another part of the string are tied together. Do you understand?
I believe knots represent obstacles that we have overcome. And they are part of paths. So you look back at knots and you can see the difficulties that you have won over. Yeah?
I see many knots in your future, smoke on the water.
You see my future?
As
This is the second time tonight someone has told me about my future. This is important somehow, yes?
it seems like it is. I don't know why. But I go
I
tired
think
now.
ball of yarn
No?
would be boring without knots.
You think so? But what if the knots are a string of fate, if you will, that somebody just played with too much to the point where they rolled it up in a ball? Do you think the cat should be punished for that?
I think we choose our own fate. I make choices based on information I have.
I feel like the more knots that you clear, I feel like the more information you will have.
Yes, with knots come wisdom. This is good. I must remember this. With knots come wisdom.
I will see you again, Smoke on the Water.
Where We have not found door out yet. Our journey is not over.
Look in the pond. I know your journey is not over, but I'll see you again.
I'll look in the pond.
You look in the pond, and he just hops on the back of your head as you get dunked into the water, and you are pulling yourself out of the water of like a tavern bathroom, as somebody's like, "You gotta wake up. Okay, are you good? You've drank too much.
I'm good. I do not like water. Water.
You gotta
no.
get out of here. Greg has had to clean so much throw up. There's a lot of hair in there. He does not like hair. But you gotta go. You gotta get out.
I will go. I will pay for damages. Yes.
We really appreciate it. But I mean, honestly, so many people were paying for your drinks because you sang some more songs after all your friends left. A lot of people paid, so obviously you didn't drink all those drinks. So we're just gonna call it even Stevens, okay?
Yes. My sincerest apologies. Did you
Perfect.
see another cat here?
I mean, besides you and the reflection, no. You were at the table muttering to yourself. We're about to open up for breakfast. We needed to wake you up, so we dunked you in the water, and then you woke up.
Okay, I will go now.
All right. Happy tapas. And that is where we're going to end our session for tonight.
This was interesting. That was fun, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining us tonight for the Liminal Blink here on the Halfling Wizard Productions channel. Want to give a shout out to, of course, person that's helping everything behind the scenes. So we'll walk her. The Halfling Wizard. Make sure to check out the schedules on our Twitch channel, of course, for other things that we're running. Things like that. And we're going to kind of sign off with everybody, and everybody can kind of tell us where to find y'all. So, Finn?
That's me. I'm Finn. I've been playing Mr. Gentleman tonight. You can catch me on our brother channel, Vibe Tribe Productions. I DM Between the Pros, which is every other Sunday. It's a 5e adventure through fairy tales. You can also find me every other Monday on Gaia Chronicles, where I play Penny Land, who is a half-elf summoner. And otherwise, you can find me at my day job.
Crystal?
Hi, everybody. I'm Crystal. I've been playing as the legal department, and you can find me in a shoe in the woods. But not really. You can find me here.
Connor?
Hi, I'm Connor. I've been playing Dee, the Foodian Artillerist Artificer. You can find me over on Vibe Tribe, doing Vibe Tribe stuff, like in games such as Between the Pros and Gaia Chronicles and El Juego. You can also find me over here on Halfling Wizard Productions. In this here game, we just finished up our Codex Chaoticum. Be sure to subscribe and join our Discord server. So that way you can also be involved in the next Codex Chaoticum, as well as other stuff too. I'm also going to be appearing in our new game Queers. That'll be on this channel. The Session 0 first part of Session 0 is slated for Saturday, October 5th. Be sure to come on by and check out that. It's a brand new game system that relatively recently just came out. It is being DM'd by Mikey, and it's super fun. It's super great. And there's other stuff that I'm forgetting, but I'm here, so subscribe to this channel and Vibe Tribe, and you can watch all the things that I'm in and other things that I'm not in, but still support. Yeah.
Well
All right,
said.
and Lisa.
I'm Lisa, D&D Winter Wolf on Discord and TikTok. I've had the great honor of playing Smoke on the Water. I'm having a lot of fun with this. You can find me every Monday night here on Halfling Wizard channel. Alternating Mondays, we play either Origins and our layup prequel, if you will, or Wind Riders. We'll be back on the 30th for Origins, which will be Monday. And of course, here on the Liminal Blank. And I love this group. This group is so talented. They're fun. And I love Dan. And then every other Friday night, you can find me on Celtic Wyvern King's channel playing his Stargate campaign. And we will be back with that on the 11th.
Awesome. And I'm Dan Sebastian. Of course, I've been your DM playing everyone else. You can also find me on the Between the Pros, like Finn said, playing Mordell, the Goliath Barbarian, and also on the other channel of Gaia Chronicles playing Norm Allman, Plasmoid Artificer. Also, if you... Again, like I said, check out the schedule. And also, if you want to check out some merch, things like that, you can go on the main page and check out all those links on there. Thank you all for joining us. And until next time, don't blink or you'll miss us. Good night.
Thanks for joining us for this Halfling Wizard production. Make sure to come back again soon to see what happens next. Right here, where adventure comes to life.